He was a legend of the deep, but he had doubts about his last dive. So what concerns did Mr. Titanic have before his final journey? The Titan, a commercial submersible owned by the private ocean exploration company OceanGate, vanished less than 2 hours after its launch to see the wreck of the Titanic on Sunday, June 18, 2023. On the following Thursday afternoon, pieces of the missing submersible were found 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic. Shortly after, OceanGate said in a statement they believed all 5 people on board were believed to be dead.
The debris is consistent with a catastrophic implosion of the vessel.
Among the 5 people aboard were world-renowned French Titanic authority Paul-Henri Nargeolet. Nargeolet was 77 when the Titan disappeared. He was also on board the first manned submersible to reach the infamous wreckage back in 1987. Nargeolet performed 37 successful submersible dives to the well-known site and participated in the recovery of some of Titanic's rarest artifacts, according to Nargeolet's profile posted on EM Group, where he was director of underwater research. The French naval veteran and experienced diver also fulfilled that role for RMS Titanic Incorporated, an American company with rights to the Titanic wreckage. Besides recovering some 5,500 artifacts from Titanic's North Atlantic resting place, Nargeolet wrote In the Depths of the Titanic, a memoir about his experience exploring the famous shipwreck. In 2011, Nargeolet helped locate Air France Flight 447, which crashed in the Atlantic in 2009 between Brazil and Paris, some 13,000 feet below the surface. For his expertise in all things Titanic, Nargeolet became known as Mr. Titanic and reportedly befriended James Cameron, who wrote and directed the 1997 Hollywood blockbuster film based on the catastrophe. Nargeolet's editor once told Reuters, "He is the world specialist on the Titanic, its conception, the shipwreck. He has dived in 4 corners of the world. He is a superhero for us in France. He wakes up in the morning and he wants to go to the sea." In a 2019 interview with the Irish Examiner, Nargeolet mentioned the dangers of his trade. "When you're as deep underwater as the Titanic wreckage," he said, "if something bad happens, the result is the same. When you're in very deep water, you're dead before you realize that something is happening, so it's just not a problem." After traveling once in the Titan, Nargeolet reportedly told a colleague he distrusted the vessel's composite materials to withstand the extreme pressures at such depth and felt the larger-than-average porthole might be a weak spot on the small experimental craft. A colleague told the French newspaper Le Figaro, he was a little dubious about this new technology, but at the same time intrigued by the idea of piloting something new, a bit like being a test pilot. A CBS Sunday morning segment broadcast in November 2022 went viral after the craft disappeared. The report featured the Titan in detail. David Pogue reported for CBS, "I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of this sub seemed improvised." A wireless video game controller powered the Titan's control system. The CBS report showed a Logitech G F710, which runs on 2 AA batteries and sells for under $50. The Titan also reportedly lacked a GPS system and instead followed text message instructions from a support craft. Alongside Nargeolet on the Titan were Hamish Harding, a British billionaire, OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood, and Suleiman, Shahzada's 19-year-old son. The OceanGate statement read in part, "These men were true explorers who shared a distinct spirit of adventure and a deep passion for exploring and protecting the world's oceans. Our hearts are with these 5 souls and every member of their families during this tragic time. We grieve the loss of life and joy they brought to everyone they knew." In 2020, Nargeolet appeared on France Bleu Radio and spoke about his risky lifestyle, saying, "I'm not afraid to die. I think it will happen one day." When the Titan went missing, Nargeolet lived in Connecticut with his wife Anne.